All right, I don't know if the guys who are free bodyboarding down the beach are going to be encroaching into the competition area, but they should send somebody over there to make sure they don't get in the way of the competition here. Going down round number 3, heat number 4, currently out in the water. Dave Winchester in red, Thomas Rigby in yellow, Udi Valadao in the blue jersey. 2 Australians versus 1 Brazilian. 30-minute heats, 10, 12 wave maximum. Top 2 waves will be scored. 2 of the 3 riders will advance on to round number 4, and third place will come in at equal 17th place overall in this event. So this is do or die round.
Yeah, this is a critical round, this one, because if you make it past this round, the next round is actually non-elimination and sets you up for the kind of rest of the final day. So you really want to get through this round at all costs, and like we just had Winnie in that shot just before. He's a seasoned competitor and currently winning the World Tour this year. So he wants to get through this round with anything he can get, And then we got the rankings. Yuri Valdao is in first place at the moment with a 7.88. Unfortunately, I think we missed that on the footage earlier, and he got a 5.88, which was probably for that roll just previous. And then in second place, we've got Dave Winchester with a 6.75 for that invert areas first wave and a 4.88 for those rolls. Tom Rigby with a 4.65 and a 1.38, as you can all see up on your screens, is in third place, and he needs a 6.98. And in the background there, we can actually see the islands that sit off Rio de Janeiro, and it's a massive boating harbour. Like, I'm not sure if you guys would know this, but it is a really big harbour. It extends a couple of kilometres back up to Bahia and further north of here. And right here where we are is actually almost on a peninsula to that harbour. So we see the big boats going past and stuff all the time. And it's actually on the other side of the harbour to Rio, isn't it, Manny?
It's about a 45-minute drive with no traffic, and with traffic, you push it up to 3 hours. Look at this, Tom Rigby on the outside.
Come on, Riggers. Do something good for the boyos. Oh, and he does. He does. That was a nice backflip.
Can he pull it
Come
around?
on.
No.
Oh, Tom.
Coming unglued, Thomas Rigby on that backflip. It was solid. It looked like he was able to pull it off,
That was a
but
nice
something
flip.
happened. He couldn't pull it. He couldn't pull it around.
Yeah, unfortunately, right there didn't progress, didn't make that wave. So that's not going to be a high scorer, and probably won't get the score he needs to move up into second place. But it is still early days in this heat. We've got 23 minutes left, and here's a replay of Tom Rigby eyeing off this section right here and going full speed into the lip. Nice rotation, beautiful. Unfortunately, getting unstuck by the lip hitting him right there. It's quite a common problem out here. It's a really heavy shore break, so if you get stuck under the lip one single little bit, it's just going to nail you and push you straight into the sand.
Well, the conditions compared from the last couple days and today.
Yeah, I mean it's a fair bit smaller today. A lot more manageable though. Like, to be honest with you, like, I'd prefer to surf in conditions like this today than yesterday, because yesterday had rogue 10-foot sets, heavy conditions, onshore, backwash, chop, pretty much every single thing you don't want to surf in, and you're thrown out there to surf in a competition where you have to get 2 scoring waves in order to progress in the heat, and it makes it really tough because there's a lot on the line for everyone in these competitions. You want to go as well as you can possibly go in order so you can keep your world title hopes alive, because everyone's shooting for a world title. Who's going in this competition? Everyone wants that. And
If
so
you're,
want
if
to
you're
go as good
not
as you
if
can
you're
go.
not going for the world title, then you're wasting your time.
Pretty much, unless, say, you're a wild card who's in this event, and he's just like going in this one event. Like, yeah, you want to go as well as you can in this one event.
Yeah.
But everyone else who's doing all the series of events, yeah, you definitely want to go in it with the thought that you want to win the world title. Otherwise, you are probably wasting your time and a lot of money, because, let's be honest, it costs a lot of money. And here we got Yuri Valadao taking off, having a little sniff at this left. That's a nice shape wave. He's going to go probably for I can't even see it. Damn it. He did something. We've seen him come down and push through the foam. So that probably was a nice wave. But unfortunately, from our position here, we could not see what he did. What do you think he did, Manny?
I'm going to say he went for an ARS. I mean, that's seems to be his number one arsenal maneuver.
And
I mean, a maneuver in his arsenal. So we'll see.
good.
I think we might have a replay of that to show you. Udi Valadao. Mike Stewart pointed out something as he was sitting here with Action Jackson. And the first heat, your heat in round number 3, is like the guinea pig heat.
Yes, that's right.
All the other competitors in the other heats are watching that heat to see how those waves are being scored. Let's take a look, see if we can see what he did on this, Udi Valadao.
It was a heavy section. You saw by that foam that's sprayed up in the foreground there, but unfortunately, he just hit us from view. So who knows what he did? I think he might have done a 720. Let's score him like he did a 720. That's a perfect 10 ride.
Well, just so you know, we do have the 2 camera angles, and that camera angle right there. Well, not this one.
Well,
this
the
is
other
it.
camera angle on that, Manny.
This is what happens when the sun comes out in Brazil. Everything starts coming off your body, and they take pride of having a very good shapes, very good, strong bodies. It's almost embarrassing for some of us to go down there and take our shirts off, but here, you got a good body. They like to flaunt it.
That's right, and she's giving that Luciano there a nice little peck on the cheek. Good little good luck kiss, I'd say it is. But yeah, they definitely there's some fit bodies over here, and they're not shy of getting the little T-bones out and showing it all off for the boys, which is kind of hard because you're here for a competition. You don't really want to see that, you know. So yeah, Mike got pretty deep in that last round. We heard him talking about sugars and stuff like that, and yeah, let's talk about diet for a second. I've been loving the acai right here in Brazil. Brazil is famous for its acai. ACAI, I think it's spelt, but it's amazing. It's this little berry, rich in lots of goodness, antioxidants and all that stuff. I just had one just previous to this, and yeah, if you ever come to Rio, come and get one of those things.
Benny, we do have the winner of the last heat with Alex Leon. Hold on. We'll get to that in just a second. Woody Valadao cranks off the bottom. Another turn.
Ooh.
Oh!
That was an impact.
Nice clean flip right there. And he lands smooths, and he's not done. Punches through the lip for a roll right there. Woody Valadao.
Yeah, Manny, that's going to be a high-scoring wave. That's definitely a good flip to roll combination. Judge is going to love that.
Unreal. All right, so we do have Alex on standby, and let's head over to Alex now with the winner of the last heat. Alex, where are you at?
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Talk about a guy getting more TV time than Donald Trump. Andrew Lester, well done again, buddy.
Is that the best you got? That's beautiful. Yeah, stoked, mate. I won that one, so it's good to be up here with you again, eh?
Yeah, well, you've been up here twice today. It's getting comfortable up here, aren't you?
Yeah, it's starting to get comfortable. It's takes me a while to get into it, but I have to always end up losing my first round and then have to play catch up. But you know, if I do that and make it through heats, then I don't care. I'll do that all year long.
Yeah, well, talk about your skill level out in there. It's just looked like the Australian titles and the Aussie Tour. That's how you won all those years. You're bringing it back again. You're back on tour, and you really stamped your authority this year.
Yeah, it's that's pretty fun out there. It's it's a pretty fun beach. It's a lot more manageable than yesterday, and yeah, it's I've been doing it for a while now, so just connecting the dots, as they say, and and just trying to get a few 7s or 6s and just make through heats. You don't have to get 10s every wave, so I think a lot of people forget that you don't have to get a 10 and to win a heat. You just got to get a couple of 6s or 7s. So just try and play to that, and it's getting me through.
Yeah, we had a tough heat, like Amaury Laverne, 2010 world champ. He's unbelievable in waves like this too. He's such a powerful athlete, really fit. So it was good to take him, knock him out of the event.
Yeah, I mean, Amaury's he's been world champion, and he's one of the fittest guys. It's it's a little bit daunting sometimes. You go in there to get ready, and he's already in his wetsuit, stretching and doing the splits and putting a leg over his head, and you walk in there going, I can't even touch my toes anymore. So it's a little bit daunting, and then having him, and then also the local hero, Dudu, who knows his wave better than most. So it was a tough heat, and it was just lucky. It's kind of funny. Wherever I paddled, Amaury paddled the opposite wave, but the wave just seemed to come to me. So I was having one of those heats, and unfortunately for him, he was having one of those heats too.
Well, you've made it through to the non-elimination round now, so you can relax and just go for hell for leather in this next round.
Yeah, that's the plan to just try and. I mean, you still want to win, but yeah, there's not really losing's not really too bad. So just go for it and hope for the best.
All right, Gary and Trish, they were your words. And how about you go do some yoga, and we'll see you in the next round, eh? Try and get those toes.
Yeah, if I can get my toes, I'll be stoked. Can't even get my knees at the moment.
All right, back to you boys in the booth.
Yeah, good one, guys. That's funny, eh? Can't even get to his toes. But he still smokes everyone.
Yeah.
But he is right about Amaury. Amaury's a fit human being, exercises daily to try and keep his physique nice and sculpted for to be the best bodyboarder he can get, and commiserations to him for that last heat not progressing. So, yeah, it just goes to show that anyone is beatable in these conditions, and anyone is rippingable, if that's a word. So, yeah, it's quite exciting.
We're gonna reassess, and I think I don't know if the call has been made to go ahead with round number 4. We're going to wait from the competitors and the tour organizer, well, the event organizer, and see what they got to say about moving on to round number 4. Out the back, Thomas Rigby.
Tommy Rigby, nice clean face on this one, charging through the section. Little invert air section, not bad. He's looking for a 6.98 to move up into second place. Currently, Dave Winchester is in that second place with a combined score of 11.63. And then we got Yuri Valadao, who got a 7.8 for that last flip just before he went to Alex and Lester downstairs for a big flip to roll. So he's currently sitting on a 14.96. Pretty comfortable lead, actually, right now for him. And there we got Alex Urunga getting prepped for his next little heat, who he's coming up against Jeff Hubbard and Edar Luciano in the next heat.
We're watching everybody do their exercises and warming up. What's in your pre-game regimen? We always see you with your headphones on. What are you listening to?
I just basically skip through whatever music I've got and just find something that makes me kind of happy and just go with that. But
Like Britney Spears.
yeah, Britney Spears. No, I don't know. Like I don't know. What
Taylor
was I listening
Swift.
through? I was listening to Black Angels before that last heat. It's a pretty cool little band. Yeah, I like it. Mate got me onto them. Matt Pike back home. Thanks, Matty. And
what about stretching? Do you have? You do yoga? Do you stretch?
yeah, I do yoga. I do a type of yoga called Bikram yoga. It's in a heated room, and get as crazy as I can in there, and do some core strength kind of stuff in between those days. It's a pretty serious kind of thing that we got going here. It's a professional sport, and you have to look at it that way. And at my age, I'm now 33 years old. I've got to look at everything like kind of risk assessment. Like if you do get hurt, you want to try and recover as soon as you can, and things like yoga and core strength prevent that, or if you do get an injury, help you recover at a more rapid rate. So yeah, I'll definitely look at it and definitely go as hard as I can. And guys are pretty serious.
Yesterday we saw a lot of the round 1 main event riders out there, and a lot of them were exhausted. And if you weren't on top of your game, then you were going to get beat.
That's right, and Tommy's looking to get out of his beat situation right now with a couple of moves right there. He's currently sitting in third place.
That was a nice clean roll for Thomas Rigby.
Needs a 6.31 to advance. I'm not sure if he would have got it for that wave, Tommy, but get back out there and get back on the horse, and you make that happen, mate. You make that happen. Yeah, but going back to yesterday, it was hard work. It was big, 10-foot sets, as big as anything you surf at Hawaiian pipe, and you got to push it. You actually got to not just sit out there and try and survive. You got to try and ride it. And here we got Yuri Valadao.
Oh my! Nice projection right there. Oh, and he pulls it off. Uri Valadao. I can hear the crowd on the
And
beach.
then we got Winnie going for a little pit
nice.
Come on, Win Dog. Oh, he's looking for. Oh!
Dave Winchester. He's not done yet.
Wow.
Oh, one last roll on the inside right there.
Really cementing his second place there after Yuri got that other exchange. That was a good exchange by both those guys. Two very strong waves. Very excited to see the scores come through for that, Manny.
Oh, no. Thomas Rigby has an uphill battle now after that wave exchange.
And he would have seen them all.
Let's take a look. Oh,
Dave Winchester driving through this pit. The judge is going to like that.
Nice.
Nice clean section. Comes out thinking probably about getting another pit right there, but decides to opt out and hit it, doing a nice clean invert. Look at that. The red slick just really popping. Right there.
Nice clean landing. And look at this. He's not done yet. He throws a roll right at the end of that wave right there. So Dave Winchester with I'm going to say it's going to be the highest score of the day so far. That thing was solid.
Yeah, that thing was solid. I'm sure Amy's back in France right now hooting I was going to say boobs off, but I won't say that. But yeah, I mean, that's a really solid score right there.
Yes.
And Amy's been up every night watching Dave. And hey, girls. Hey, Autumn. Hey, Coco. How you guys going?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Yeah, so Dave's currently living over in France at the moment. He's moved over there for a couple of months with the girls.
Are you going to visit him?
Life. Yeah, for sure.
Right before the Portugal event or after?
Yeah, for sure.
Head over to France. And where's he situated, Ray? Anglet or?
Just right. Yeah, I don't know, actually. I don't know the area very well. I can't really comment. Oh, you got 9. We just heard commentary.
Yeah, did I call it?
Yep, you did.
It could have been. Wait a second.
Wait.
Oh,
wow.
There it is on
That's
your
big
screen.
stain.
Look at those scores dropping. 2 waves back to back within 30 seconds of each other. The 2 highest scores of today's event so far. Uri Valadao with an 8.63 with a giant, I think that was an ARS or a backflip. We're going to check the replay if we haven't. But Dave Winchester's barrel to invert to roll 9.0. High scoring wave.
Yeah, that was mental. I mean, that's a really good score, a 9 in these conditions. Like, there's not much more he could have really done off that. Maybe an air reverse off the end section if he was some freak show. And here we got a replay of Winnie's wave again. I mean, look at it. It's all going down. It's all storybook.
And look at how he stalls right there,
Yeah.
dragging his feet,
Yeah.
just trying to slow down, and then just releases, gets all the speed he can, and
That was
then
nice.
nice invert right there
An
for
extra 0.5 right here with that rock.
yes.
Smart surfing, Dave. Very smart. And lucky that wave came through because he would have been in priority for that wave and could get it. And Yuri got the wave before that and got an 8.63, so cementing his lead as well. So right now, poor old Tommy Little Rigby, my little mate Tommy, is in a combination situation. But he is a talented bodyboarder and capable of getting out of that position. So fingers crossed something comes through for little Tommy to give us a display of what he's capable of.
You make little Tommy sound like he's 2 feet tall and just a little baby, but
He's kind of like our little brother, though, you know. Like,
yeah, you're right.
everyone, all the Aussies on the tour, like think of him like our little brother. Like you want to look after him, and
But he's
make sure
6
all
foot
good.
2.
I know, and here we got Yuri's last wave.
Look at this. This was the 8.63. Oh,
Wow, look at that.
that
He's-
was perfect projection, big
Yeah.
projection.
He's got those things nailed, doesn't he? That's his power move, as
That
you'd
is
say.
that is his power move.
Yeah.
Pulls that out
Gaboosh.
whenever he needs it.
Yeah, gaboosh. You'd say Dave's power move would be those solid inverts that he does on those rights too. Like he's in Chile, won the final with it, and it always seems to get him out of trouble. That big invert with those bright coloured slicks seems to pop. And here
What's your power
bit
move?
of pop going on here on the beach as well with a couple of lady lasses. My eyeballs are popping out of my head. So that's what. If you think about Brazil, you kind of think that's what it's all about: girls and waves and sun and fun, isn't it? And it is kind of like that. It's a beautiful place. And I'll bet you Tom doesn't really think it's that beautiful right now because he's in third place in a combination situation, trying to get out of it. He's probably cursing a little bit and saying, "Why didn't I wait for those waves that Yuri or Winnie got just before?" So sorry, mate, I just totally ignored your question before. My power move, I don't know.
Your power move, yeah. What's your when you the
I'd
one
say
move that
maybe
you
forward air is like one of the
Yes.
moves that I really like, and
Yeah.
I don't really pull that out in competitions as much as what I should. They don't really seem to get that good scores in competition, so I don't really worry about doing them. And so I just kind of keep it pretty basic. I wish I had a power move like Yuri or Dave that I could pop out on the reg and get the big scores for. Yeah, so if you look at the back there,
It's
see that
amazing.
wedge coming across? That wedge that's coming across right now, that's coming across from the headland at the western corner of this beach, because we are facing south out to sea right here. And here we got the wedge linking up with a wave for Tom Rigby right here, charging into this section. Nice, clean little face. Get some speed up, Tommy, and go big. Do something for the boyos.
Oh no, Thomas Rigby
you
just
poor
having a
fella.
meltdown right now in heat number 4,
And,
Uri Valdau.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tommy just turns around to look at this thing. It's a better
Oh.
wave, but Yuri opts to peel out, trying to paddle out, and he's going to look for priority right here. See, this is a strategic move right here. He opted to pull out of the section so he get out the back before Tom, so he gets priority. You know, it's a tactical game as well. It's a very tactical game, and I had a hit early with Jake Stone, and you know, it's so tactical. Like you're always thinking tactics, and they can definitely get you through a heat. And that's what Yuri's very capable of. He's a world champion in 2008. He knows how to compete, and I think he's multiple Latin American champion. So definitely a very seasoned competitor.
This is round number 3. Heat number 4 currently out in the water. Round number 3 is an elimination round, which means 3 riders out in this heat. 1 will not make it through. First and second will advance on to round number 4. A non-elimination round that's coming up maybe later on today, so stay tuned. We got 7 minutes remaining in this heat, and that's where we're at right now. Dave Winchester scoring the highest score of the event so far with that solid technical tube riding skills, and he came out with an air and roll 9.0 for Dave Winchester.
Yeah, big scores dropping right there. This is a tough heat. Yeah, I hate heats like this when you're in them because, you know, like everyone's going to lift their game and they're going to surf as well as they can surf, and you have to do the same if you want to compete. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is just a little bit to the left. On the left side of your screen is left. Anyway, it's why they call it the elephant or something like that. It's kind of like the mascot of the area. It looks
Yes.
like an elephant's head. And this right here they call the whale. because from a distance it looks like a whale, and then you got the tail on the left side.
Look at this place.
I know, look how beautiful it is.
It's night and day from what we've seen the last couple days. Just the rain squalls, just huge storms coming in, just brown water. And now look at this.
Yes. It's very
Overnight,
nice.
it just turns into a paradise.
Playground.
Probably get some good water photos out there too.
Oh, for sure you could.
Look at
It's
that.
does it kind of remind you of Punta Colorado a little bit in Mexico, Manny?
Yes. I've been trying to make a comparison from what we've seen the last couple days, and I've been just saying Pascuales, the wedge, put them together. It breaks really close to shore, very hollow, a lot of water moving in out of the ocean and just unloading on the sand. But and it comes in fast. We've seen a couple riders the other day try to paddle into these waves, but the wave just ran underneath them. They couldn't get into it.
Yeah. I had a free surf out here on a big day a couple of days back, and there were some waves like you're in the perfect position, but you look down them, and there's no possible way you can get down these things because they're just moving so fast, and the bottoms just drop out of them so quickly. And no, I won't say it. I'm not going to say anything about bottoms dropping out or anything like that, but we got a couple of local lads probably just gone for a little bit of a surf up in the corner there, and sorry, please don't sue. So yeah, anyway, that's what Brazil's all about, those little skimpy bikinis and good waves like we're seeing right here.
Yeah, when the sun comes out, the clothes starts coming off, and I think a lot of people were waiting for that to happen. Look at the rip current.
Yeah, Jeffrey Hubbard is getting sucked out right there, going for his red board combo today. I reckon he would have been looking at his boards for about 20 minutes, deciding which one he wants to surf. He's a very particular human being. You pretty much say he's a bodyboard nerd. Like he's just like such an excellent bodyboarder. Like it just means everything to him, and he just excels at so much more than everyone else. I just recently did a trip to Indonesia with him, and he was just schooling me, just showing me how to rip. And he goes to sleep at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so he can get up at 4 o'clock the next morning and stretch and stuff before he surfs. And he's one dedicated human being, and my hat goes off to him because he kind of shows the dedication I kind of wish I had a bit more.
Well, he's going to be coming up in heat number 5, facing off with Alex Uranga and Eder Luciano. But now, currently in the water, heat number 3 with 4 minutes remaining. This is where we are at Thomas Rigby in a tough situation.
Yeah, poor old little Tommy. Yeah, I really love Tom. I know all his family and stuff like that. They're all big bodyboard fans. Susie's probably watching at home. G'day, Susie. How you going? Scotty's probably over in WA, and Ash is probably watching, videoing some creepy angle of this going on somewhere. So, hey, guys, how you all going? And, unfortunately, Tommy needs to pull his finger out a little bit and get a combination score. So he needs to get pretty busy because we've only got 3 minutes 25, and time might be getting away from him a little bit right here. But you never know with Tommy because he is a very capable competitor and can pull a 10 out of the bag if he really wants to. So,
this is an elimination round, so unfortunately, this is the end of the road for the person who comes in position number 3.
Yeah.
And we've seen the last heat, Amaury Laverne.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, Amaury's one of those competitors you just don't want to have in your heat because he's always capable of getting good scores on a consistent level, and he's got these flips so wide that you really don't want to come up against him. And he got nailed in that last hit. He got pipped at the post, and unfortunately didn't pass. So that sucks. But there we got this little wedge. Look at this little thing coming through. Oh, it's such a beautiful
look at
wave.
that thing.
Look at that. It's just peeling away in the right corner of the screen there. It's probably going to have a nice, perfect air bowl at the end. And this wave is just custom built for bodyboarding. Little slabby beach break. Got a wedge in it. On its day, I bet, it'd just be one of the best waves you could ever surf in the whole wide world.
Well, Mr. Brazil himself, Guilherme Temanga, is claiming this is one of the best bodyboarding spots in Brazil. So put it on your to-do list if you ever head over to Rio de Janeiro. We're just like 20 minutes away. And
yeah, beautiful place. Guilherme grew up just on the other side of the harbour from here, a place called Copacabana, where the song's from Copacabana. Yeah, so he's pretty knowledgeable about all the waves around here. I'm sure he grew up surfing this a lot, and he's that's where he probably got his charging skills from, because this beach does suck in a lot of swell, and on a consistent basis, it's above the 6 foot kind of range. So Guilherme's one of those guys who just like an absolute psychopath, and this is probably where he picked up a lot of those skills. As guys like Dudu and Jose Otavio, Dudu who made it through in that last heat, pipping Amaury and knocking him out. So all these guys are like good bodyboarders. You know, they grew up surfing these chunky little nugget waves right here, and guys that you don't want to have in your heat.
Believe it or not, Guillermo Tamega actually mentioned that he said Uri Valadao has never been here before.
No way.
This is his first time at Itacoatiara, and he's kicking himself in the butt for not coming here earlier.
Yeah, he needs to buy a little block of land right here and move here. Bodyboarder heaven.
When people started moving into this area in 1940, there was two people that owned this entire area.
Wow.
And since then, of course, it's been divided up. But can you imagine getting
Yeah.
a piece of this paradise pie
That'd be
right
beautiful.
here?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Manny V here with Ben Player, bringing you the live feed from the Itacoatiara Pro, sponsored by PrideUzeki.com and Net. And here we are in heat number 4, winding down less than a minute remaining. Dave Winchester, Uri Valadao in first, Dave Winchester in second. And unfortunately, it looks like Thomas Rigby will be knocked out of the event in this heat. Unfortunately, he will not advance on. But Uri Valadao and Dave Winchester will go on to round number 4. Thank you for tuning in from all over the world. Michael in Hilo and Kevin still holding steady in Perth. I don't know how many coffees or Red Bull this guy's been drinking, but he's been on pretty much every day from beginning to end. So shout out to Kevin over in Perth.
Yeah, Kev.
All right, welcome to Brazil. So do you have your hot pants? I'm looking at the guys in the back.
Oh yeah, Brazilian lads love these little hot pants that go on here. It's pretty hectic actually. They don't really hide too much. I'm not sure if I'd like to get around in those things. And there we got Tom just kicking himself. Poor Tommy. I'll buy him a little acai bowl later, pep him up a little bit.